Okay, so let's look at the month of March from here to here. I had started last time and I said that I thought it would continue to go up after the first, but it did not. So here's my explanation here. That's what I think happened. So this conjunction of Saturn onto Chiron in Aquarius, I thought it would be a positive because Saturn onto the North Node had created a positive, and typically conjunctions are good. But apparently Saturn, I knew Saturn was kind of, it's a restrictive energy, so it should be negative. But just because Saturn onto the North Node was positive, I thought, okay, this one will be positive. Why not? But it ended up not to be. So, and it was pretty strong at 18 degrees from this date here, 22nd to the 2nd. It was still during a waning moon. So it could have been worse, of course, but still it was pretty intense. It happened at the same time as Jupiter was sextiling the Sun, which is rare and very positive. So what happened is on the 1st, as this transit of Jupiter stopped, this one took over, Saturn took over, and created a dip, even though the moon was in Pisces, which is typically very good. Now, so I decided to note those slower planets transits a bit differently here. I highlighted the whole degree and I placed a little darker color here. For example, this one is going to be Uranus. No, it's Saturn semi-sextile Uranus. So I think this one, it's a light green because light green is typically semi-sextile in my chart. But I think I'm just going to put it in pink because I'm not convinced those semi-sextile are actually nice. I don't think they are. So right now we are here. Today's date is the 7th. So I just want to say that these two, Venus and Mars, as a conjunction onto Jupiter in Bitcoin's chart, what it did is it stopped the dip. So the tip was here. The peak was right here. Then this one took over, which lowered the price. And then these were not very relevant. So Mercury and the Sun, I know the Sun is important in anybody's chart, but the more I look at it, the more I realize that the slowest planets are really the most important ones. Mercury, the more I look at it, the more I feel like it's not really important because it's really fast, like the moon. And I don't know what it does, but I don't think it helps much or downplays anything much either. The moon, of course, even if it's fast, it has a special cycle. It's different than Mercury. But I may be wrong, but I feel like the more I look at it, the more Mercury doesn't impact much. So I would say that this prevented the dip to go even further. We're in a waxing moon, so it has a tendency to pull down. So this was pretty strong, and this prevented the dip to continue. So I would say that tomorrow, well, the moon is already in Taurus, which is not bad at all. It's a very good moon. But there's nothing happening. See, it's only two semi-sextile, which are typically not strong. and the moon will be nicer. Yeah, I mean, it's nice on the 7th. So it may not do anything here. It may stay still, or maybe go a bit down or a bit up. But I would say it's not going to do much. Now, the 8th, what is this one? Hold on. Let me zoom in. Capricorn. Oh, it was the moon too. Okay, yeah, the moon here is going to do a bad aspects. So maybe on the 8th, it's not going to do much. Go down maybe a little. And then on the 9th, these two are going to impact again. So because I don't think it's going to move much here, it's with Saturn, I think. So, no, Neptune. Taurus, oh yeah, in Aquarius. Okay, so it's going to be a square here. Well, it may not be very nice here on the 8th. But then by the end of the day, during the night, on the 9th, I think it's going to pump here. And during the day as well. On the 10th, I think it's going to continue to be nice. Now on the 11th, Saturn will end its transit with Uranus. So I think it's going to be a bit strong here. But it's happening, all that is green. I mean, it seems nice, but it's happening right at the same time as the moon ingresses into Cancer, which is not nice. So I think here it's going to maintain or go up on the 9th, 10th, and then go down again. Yeah, here the sun making an impact with an aspect with it's in a position with Saturn, which is a bit strong. But then this is happening here, and I think this is nice. This is a sextile with Aries. So it's Saturn making a sextile with Aries. So I think this one is positive. Now, I'm not sure what's going on here. There's nothing. There's just the end of this transit between Neptune and itself. No, it's a semi-sextile. Yeah, it's a semi-sextile with itself, with Neptune. So that seems not very nice here on the 16th. At the same time, the moon is ingressing into Virgo, which is nice. And then at the full moon, there will be a conjunction between Venus and the North Node, which is nice. And the perfection of Aries, of Saturn sextiling Aries, which is nice. With Mercury as well, making a sextile with the Sun, which is nice. So that would be the full moon. So I would say some kind of rise here. This is red, but all this is green. So I would say it's gonna start maybe going sideways or a bit up, because 1, 2, 3, 4 planets compared to 1, 2, 3. I would say going to be up a little. And then pretty much sideways, I would say, until here, even though this is nice. But this whole transit here is happening before the full moon. So it would have less impact than if it was after the full moon. There's a part of it is happening after the full moon, but there is a secondary progression here between the moon, and it's a square with the sun. It's not, it doesn't look good here on the 19th. At the same time, it's going to be the start of a winning moon, and it looks pretty nice. The rest of the chart looks nice here. Not on the 19th, I don't think so. Even though here, this conjunction here is pretty nice. It's Mars with the North Node. So it may dip here on the 19th and then go back up on the 20th. Or right after this one is over. So right here. Now, this is nice. Here on the 21st, I think. And plus the moon will be in Scorpio, so it looks good. So now the red will start here with the Sun and Mercury, which I'm not very worried about that. I'm more concerned about this one here, because it's another, oh no, it's Jupiter here. No, this one is very good. This one is nice. This one I don't like, but it's only a quincunx, so it's neither an opposition nor a square, but it's Saturn with Saturn, so is it? Hold on. Yeah, it is. No, wait. Aquarius. A 21 degree. A 21 degree. What is it? Hold on. 21 is Saturn and is in Virgo. Oh yeah, so Aquarius Virgo. Let me see. I have a doubt now. Aquarius Virgo. Hold on. Aquarius Virgo. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Quincunx. So so this one is really nice here. The Jupiter conjunction with Uranus starting on the 22nd and ending on the 26th. Plus the moon will be in Capricorn, which is really nice. And then there's two conjunctions. One is the sun onto the moon, and the other one is Venus onto Chiron. Yes, so that's pretty nice. I think the 25th is nice. 26, 26, it looks good too, except the sun. So I don't know. I think it's going up here. Yeah, I think it's going up here, right here. Now let's go down a bit. Now here, I don't know, there's nothing here. There's a bit of red here, there's pink. I don't like that. All this, like 27, 28, doesn't do anything. There's a semi-sextile here between Jupiter and Aries, which is not bad at all, but it's not strong. So I don't think it's gonna do much right here. These two may balance each other, so, and then these two may balance as well. I don't know, maybe a little bit up on the 28th. Now then the moon ingresses into Pisces here. Mercury is doing something with Mars. It's a square. Is it? Yeah, it's a square. Venus will conjunct Neptune here, which is really nice. And then Mars will start its conjunction with Chiron. Mars hasn't done much here in this period. But there's this nice transit here. So yeah, I don't know. I think overall this looks pretty good. This looks pretty nice, but we have that second progression here that is gonna dip a bit, and I'm concerned a little about that because it's Saturn onto Saturn, even though it's a quincunx. So I mean, this is a conjunction, it's definitely stronger and more positive, so this one is gonna be ineffective, I believe. And this one is nice, yeah, so I mean, and this one is nice. Now this is not nice. Well, it's Jupiter, so it's not as bad as if it was Saturn, but this is an opposition between Jupiter and Saturn, which I don't think is good. And we'll see for April. Later on we'll have, this is Uranus, no, this is, what is this, wait, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, yes, of course, in Taurus. So yes, well, that's a nice trine. That's Uranus making a trine with the Sun, but it may just go up and down like erratically right here, because Uranus, it's not the first time it does that with the Sun. It did it last year. It's kind of weird. Let me see if I have it here somewhere. 11, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it was in October, or maybe September, I don't know. Yeah, so this one is gonna shake things. I think overall it will be nice. And this one will be a conjunction between Saturn and Neptune. And that, I don't know, I don't think it'll be nice. And it's stronger than the trine. It's shorter in time, but it is stronger. So I don't think this one will be nice. But this is for April. We'll see that later. Venus is going to be really nice, beginning of April. And here Mars also will be nice. It's going to make a trine with Aries. A pretty nice, intense trine here. And then there will be a conjunction. Oh no, it's a sextile, sorry. This is a sextile, and this is a conjunction with Neptune, which I think will be positive. Mars into Neptune will be positive. So, yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I'm hopeful here, except this, and this shouldn't count too much. It's Mercury. Yeah, and this is gonna be a dip. I think the peak here will be Mars onto Chiron right before this dip here. So I'll put a note in my comments on what I think will be the peak based on what I see happening here. But I think it will be on March 30th, around the perfection, like somewhere at the end of the day. And then this one will take over I need to check which one is first. I think it's this one, hopefully. And then yeah, that's it. So are we looking at the yearly today? Let me see. That's no, that's something else. So no, that's it for March.